Hey, good morning, my people. What's up? Hope and trust that all is going good. Today is Monday, the 26th day of May, 2026, and the time right now is 11:16, 16 minutes after the 11 a.m. hour. And today was supposed to have been the throne speech. I'm not sure if it is completed by now. Let me just check and see if it is ABS, 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 ABS. I'm not too sure if it is still ongoing.
No doubt was
Okay,
one guy
no.
we paying very keen
It
attention
is
to the
finished. It
presentation.
is finished
Not
now
only
because
that,
I see the
to see
guy.
that everything was well.
I see the guy. What's his name? Ursel. They are in a wrap up, so they finish. They finished now. Well, I didn't even remember that the throne speech was supposed to have been today. I went up the road and when I went by a friend, she said, "Wait, the opposition walk out the parliament again." I said, "Walk out the parliament for what?" So I came home and went to look at the newspaper to see what would have happened, and there is an article on Antigua newsroom. Isn't it right? Antigua newsroom breaking: Senate President orders Pringle out of joint sitting over oath dispute. That's the story that I saw, and there's a video attached. I don't really want to read the entire article. Could I go through it quickly? Could I go through it quickly? No, I don't want to read the entire article. Just to look at parts of the article. You can go and look at the article on the Antigua Newsroom webpage in its entirety. This the let me go. Let me see what I can do quickly. Senate President Lindsey Williams Grant ordered opposition leader Jamal Pringle to withdraw from Tuesday's joint session of Parliament after ruling he had not taken the constitutionally required oath and allegiance for participation in the proceedings. The issue surfaced shortly after the sitting convened, prompting Williams Grant to apologize for the delayed start as she addressed members of both houses and invited guests. Quote, it was drawn to my attention while I was in chamber that there is a member in the House who has not taken the oath of allegiance. So that was drawn to her attention while she was in chamber. So that's before the start. Williams said, adding that she attempted to raise the matter privately before the sitting began. So I can only assume that she attempted to or spoke with Jamal Pringle before the sitting began. She said, despite being informed of the issue beforehand, Pringle still entered the chamber, forcing her to make a formal ruling publicly. Blum went on, he says that she's asking the honorable gentleman to remove himself, and the Attorney General apparently spoke. And words attributed to the Attorney General are those two members will not be able to take part in any proceedings in this House until the oath is overtaken. I guess that should be taken. I don't know. Benjamin said during his contribution, Pringle quietly left the Parliament, accompanied by opposition senators. All right. Um, there are a few questions that I would like to ask, and maybe somebody can help me here. The president says that it was drawn to her attention while she was in chambers, or she was in chamber. I assume that that is before the sitting would have started. Who raised it? We don't know, but somebody brought it to her attention, and she apparently spoke with Jamal Pringle about what was raised to her. Well, the question that I would want to ask is who sets up the parliamentary session to swear in a member of the House who have not been sworn in? How that go? Who set that up? Is that something that the court set? That's the court, sorry. Is that something that the parliament sets up? Because it is known by everybody, as far as I know, or persons who wants to know. It is a known thing that Jamal Pringle and Trevor Walker was not sworn in when they had the swearing in. Pringle, it is said, had to travel with his daughter, who was having medical issues dealt with, and Mr. Walker also indicated that he wasn't able to make it for family reasons. I think it was said so, and these two members, it is reported, formally notified the parliament, etc. So the parliament would have known that they would not have been attending the swearing in. Now, knowing that that didn't happen, right? Knowing that the swearing-in didn't take place, and knowing that the throne speech was going to be today, how does it work? Doesn't it make sense that the parliament or whomever or whatever body is responsible would have set up the swearing in, knowing that persons could not have participated if they weren't sworn in? Could it have been done prior to the throne speech beginning? Could it have been done earlier, today, and then you go into the throne speech? I can't wrap my mind around that the Senate president did not know all of this before today. And if it is today, it having been brought to her attention that this is the case, let me leave that. Let me not go on and see what I would want to say after that. I don't know. Maybe somebody can tell me. So okay, Pringle did not wasn't a part of the thing today. What happens next? Who sets up when he will be sworn in at Parliament? Is that the next session of Parliament? He's sworn in before it starts, or is a session called for the swearing in? How does that work? Somebody needs to advise me. I would certainly like to learn about that. There is a video also attached to the article, and at the end of the video, that is when the president was speaking after the senators left. She made a statement. A God, we say we're Christians, and God is a God of order. I wonder if she's a Christian. I wonder if she considers herself a Christian. Because I agree with her. Our God is a God of order, and I agree with her on that text. So you have it up there. But Madam Chair, Madam President, we're going to be watching you for a while now. God spare life. And we will know whether you're a Christian or not. Because the proceedings and how you handle the proceedings will tell us. You have set the bar. You have set the bar with your statement. So we will see. I don't think that I would have had a problem with the senators if they stayed there. The UPP senators. I would have had a problem with them if they stayed there. I think them going with their leader is what was required. And I congratulate them on that. That's just how the cookie crumbles. The order, according to the president, was maintained. And members of the House have a choice whether they want to be sitting there, yes or no. And they exercise the right to their choice. And I don't see that there ought to be an argument about that. In my opinion, I would have had a serious problem with them, as I said before. I would have had a serious problem with them if they had stayed in the House when their leader would have been out of the House. So, somebody can tell me how the session go for now. How will Jamal Pringle be sworn in? Jamal Pringle and Trevor Walker. Who sets it up? So, until we come together again, bless up.